The Mutineer, Alan Kropf, here at Copia in Napa at the Napa Valley Film Festival, the final broadcast. Well, we have several of them here. Kicking things off right with Jerome Chery, winemaker at
Hi, everybody.
Saintsbury. We're here with the Taste Live folks. We're here with the CellarPass folks. We're here with a whole bunch of other folks behind us wondering what the hell we're doing out here, but they're going to see it when they get online because, man, people are buzzing about this. Very excited to be here. Drinking some Pinot. Very happy about that.
Absolutely.
And are you having a good film festival?
I am. It's fun. I love movies, so having them here in Napa with that festival is pretty awesome.
Yeah, what about the overall kind of atmosphere? I mean, it seems like a very energized atmosphere.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Nice to have that, you know. It helps finishing up the 2011 harvest.
Wonderful. Well, we have bloggers and tweeps all over the country drinking with us.
Okay.
Now, one of the side effects of so much enthusiasm here at the film festival is that bandwidth has become a little precarious. So if you're trying to send us your comments or your questions and you're having difficulty doing so, keep trying because we'll do our best to get to all those. With that said, we're going to jump right into the wine here. Got a beautiful 2009 Carneros Pinot Noir. We've tasted a lot of wines over the last couple days. Not too much in the way. I think this is the only Pinot actually.
All right. Well, the wine is a single vineyard. It's Lee Vineyard. Vintage is 09, which was a fantastic vintage in Northern California, but certainly in Carneros with Pinot Noir. The vineyard is located not too far away from here, maybe 10 minutes drive, and very close to the winery. And the clone is of varietal is Pinot Noir, and the clone is mostly Pommard. And we've been working with this grower, who unfortunately passed away recently, but the winery has been working with that fruit for a very long time. Okay. And we started to make this wine as a single vineyard in 2004.
So you guys have a great reputation for Pinot Noir. Can you talk about your overall Pinot Noir program and some of the other bottlings that you do?
Sure, we nowadays make around 40,000 cases of wine. The breakdown, we make two varietals, Chardonnay and Pinot Noir. It's about a third Chardonnay and 2/3 Pinot Noir. We have two Chardonnay, a Carneros blend, and a single vineyard. And for the Pinot, we have now, let's see, 4, 5. We have one Carneros blend, 5 single vineyards, excuse me,
wow. And
then a rosé. So we're a Burgundy house devoted to the two varietals that are famous in Burgundy.
Wonderful. And what are you getting out of the glass here? What are you looking for in this particular Pinot Noir vineyard designate bottling?
Well, it's always a very aromatic wine. The main component is Pommard, which offer great fruit aromas, also great spice, great structure. It's a vineyard that can be sometimes too tannic, so for us it's a challenge to make it as smooth as possible without altering its aging potential. But here it's very fruity. There's a touch of oak, which is well integrated, and the mouth has good structure without being too tannic. It's very smooth as well, but there's enough spice and structure to keep the wine alive, excuse me, for quite a while. Okay.
And how linked are the vintages down in Carneros to the Cabernet vintages up valley?
Well, this year first of all, Carneros is very different than St. Helena, even though it's still in Napa Valley. It's a rather cold appellation due to its proximity to the bay. But they sort of like track similarly. I'm happier that I made Pinot Noir this year than if I was a Cabernet producer.
Yeah.
But 2011 was very challenging. But we make varietals that ripen early, so we're in a better situation. But that said, I'm sure people have done their best to make the best of this vintage. 09 was also a phenomenal vintage, and I think it was the same for the rest of the valley. They kind of track similarly. They don't really necessarily. You don't need much to really affect a vintage, so it depends on the rain, which we don't have often during the ripening season.
Can you talk about some of the things happening in the winery on this wine?
Some of the things that happen at the winery. Most of the work with this wine is during fermentation. Once it is in barrel, we select the lot we want to blend for this single vineyard wine, and we only rack them twice. The second racking is prior to bottling, so it's really during harvest. And as of now, all of our wines are in barrels, so there's really not much happening, in general. I mean, there is, but we don't move our wine a lot. They age, in barrels, and there's not a lot of racking per se on them. So, it's rather non-interventionist, even though we try to have the wine as clean as possible.
Nice, and it appears that some of our bloggers have braved the bandwidth gauntlet, and we have a question. Was this made from 1967 vineyard?
No, the vineyard was planted, Ira Lee, I think, planted his vineyard in 67, but the vineyard was replanted in the mid-80s.
Okay.
So.
And we have some comments. Lovely dried cherries, nice herbs.
Very nice, I like that.
They're digging it.
Yes, absolutely, good comments. It's a very, very nice wine, and we're very happy with the fact that vintage is 09, which was terrific for this, in general, for all of our Pinot at the winery.
And how much of the single vineyard designates get distributed?
We sell all of those wines. We're represented in the 50th states.
Okay.
We also export wine to the UK, a little bit in Japan, Sweden. Those are the biggest export market.
Okay.
But all over the US. We also have you can buy wine online from our website.
Okay.
Or join our wine club. So they're very accessible.
Okay.
This has not been released yet, so people will have to be a little bit patient.
And another question, tell us more about the winery.
The winery was built in 83. First vintage of Saintsbury was 81. So we've been around for a very long time. The winery was founded by Richard Ward and David Graves. And in 81, there was very little Pinot Noir planted in Carneros, even in Northern California. So they were really a true pioneer of the varietal in an area where very little grapes was grown.
Okay.
So that's what's going on.
We just heard best California Pinot on Taste Live.
Very good. Wow, I like
They don't like it, they love it.
That's great.
That's
I'm not
awesome.
gonna complain. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for taking
welcome.
time to stop by and chat with us.
Sure,
and
no problem.
do a little Pinot. Very much appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome Chery, winemaker of Saintsbury. I'm the Mutineer Alan Kropf with the crews from Taste Live and CellarPass at Copia, Napa, broadcasting live from the Napa Valley Film Festival. We'll be back. Got a couple more wineries. Very, very excited to keep on tasting. See you guys soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.